we think about the true meaning of collaboration, it's really working together. It's divulging more information than we typically would in a, let's say, owner an employee relationship or company-supplier relationship. And in today's environment, because the pace of change is increasing, we are able to deal and adapt to change, but the pace of change is increasing so dramatically that we need other parties to help us. And go back to what I said earlier, companies today divest in operations that don't support their core business. So they're relying more and more on external parties who are across the globe on different time zones, have different priorities. So we need to be able to identify who is key to our business, who is key to serving our customer, and how might we work with those parties, with those companies, to improve value to our customer and improve value to ourselves. So to me, collaboration is key internally. We can't work in silos anymore. It's not effective, but it's also just as, if not more important, that we begin to collaborate externally to the company as well. If you look at organizations of yesteryear, of the industrial age, everything was done in-house, right? Henry Ford didn't outsource tires and outsource rims and outsource, everything was done in one facility. But today, facilities focus on typically a core strength and outsource the rest. So if we don't have strong relationships and partnerships across our suppliers, across our supply chain, we're never going to be successful in delivering operational excellence, which is really achieving value for the business and the customer. Today's environment, one of the best things we can do is collaborate with our customers. If you go to a customer and say, look, I'm looking at improving this process and how we get goods to you, and I'd like you to sit down with me and help me understand what is value to you, you'll find customers begin to open their doors much more than they had before. That is the first step to building a more collaborative relationship with your customer. In today's environment, if you think about the younger generation that's entering into the workforce, how they communicate, how they interact is very different. They do not like that hierarchical style of management. So you have to make sure that from a leadership standpoint, you're communicating with everybody across the organization. You have to treat the organization, even if it does have a hierarchy, as if it was flat. You have to be willing to sit down with people and explain to them very clearly about what their role is in achieving operational excellence, and more importantly, how it's going to benefit them. Does it mean better pay? Better job security, because again, today's generation look for different qualities, different aspects from a career, from a job than they once did. Job stability for 25 years is no longer as important as opportunities for advancement. So leadership and culture is critical, and communications is the most significant part of that as to why that's critical and how you need to structure operational excellence. Have you connected with them on Facebook if it's appropriate? Have you connected with them on LinkedIn? Have you showed them how LinkedIn applies to your business? Have you showed them how they can use these as professional tools to help them develop? And then when you're actually trying to communicate face-to-face, understand that them looking away, that they're looking down and not at you, is a repercussion or an outcome of where they're at today in their communications. It's not something that you should feel insulted by. You have to understand that they're spending most of their day staring at the screen of a phone, and that's how they're communicating. So the younger generation today have a harder time sitting for long periods of time looking face to face. You have to start with robust processes that everyone is aligned with across the organization that serve to meet the needs of the customer. Once you have that in place, now you can tell your engaged culture as to what they should do, when they should be doing it, and what the importance is of that process to both the customer and to them.